What do you think was the most challenging thing for you two in high school? Obviously, being in the music field, or choir and all those things, that's in our environment, that typically is like you soft or you get bullied or picked on by all the quote unquote athletes or hood guys or whatever. Was that something you had to deal with, or what was the challenging things y'all had to deal with in high school?
Well, in high school, I wasn't, so people didn't really know I could sing in high school because I was playing basketball until my girlfriend, I think junior year, my girl was in the gospel choir. And she was a cheerleader and I was on the basketball team, so I joined the gospel choir with her just so I could be with her after school, outside of practice. The thing is, there was a concert coming up and all the males had to sing for the choir heads to see who was gonna sing the solo. And out of all the people, guess who got the solo? Me. And so I didn't care about singing at the time, I just was gifted or whatever. So I ended up doing the solo concert and singing Fred Hammond, No Weapon. And that's when my mom first saw like, wow, I didn't know you could sing like that. But nobody in high school cared. I mean, you know, they were like, you just play ball, yes, that's what you, you know. So yeah, it wasn't really challenging as far as that. For me, it was just like, everybody's eyes were open. Like, oh, wow, he can do it. Yeah, like, whoa, oh, you can do that. Wow. You know, so that's what it was, a little different vibe.
Did you have anything?
For me, it wasn't really challenging. I think the biggest challenge might have been just balancing my wanting to be a regular teenager and, you know, having all of the eyes on me. Because at the time I was already, you know, the popular kid in school who could sing, you know, so all the girls and stuff, that was, you know, that was easy. That was the easy part. But the most challenging thing was having all of this, being this, you know, person, this singer, this musician, and just wanting to be, you know, hang out with my regular friends and do what they're doing. But, you know, that's just not what I was meant to do.
It's kind of hard for him to do when he's performing for presidents and stuff.
Performing for president. I just touch on that because a lot of kids are labeled for wanting to pursue the music, or at that young age, when you dancing in a public school or you singing in a public school or whatnot, they get those labels as you just soft or mama's boy or all those different types of labels that we know shouldn't exist because they want to pursue a music career. But so if that didn't happen to y'all, how would y'all speak to a kid that is going through that?
Man, first and foremost, and this is something I had to learn early through a different kind of thing, loss taught me a lot of my life. And so I had to learn to be encouraged myself very early on. And you know, my relationship spiritually with God and being encouraging myself that I can do all things as long as I'm good. And it's hard when you're a kid because you're looking for validation from adults from so many places. But for me, you know, I had to grow up real fast in that regard where I was the one who had to step up in a lot of cases. So for me, it was about self-encouragement and finding that in myself to be able to believe I can go do it other places. And then later in life, in high school, later on, I found people that actually believed in me too. So that was my journey.
What advice would you give?
It's something that I learned later in life. Like I said, I was thankful to have people around me that were, you know, always encouraging and pushing me and telling me that I was great and telling me, you know, giving me the encouragement and the push that I need. But something I learned later in life is that not everybody is like that. Not everybody is for you. And at the end of the day, it's about what makes you happy, what fulfills you, what fills you up, and like what makes you, you know, what lights your eyes up every day. So at the end of the day, it's like whatever your friends may be doing, whatever your family members may be doing, it may look cool, it may, you know, look fun, but if that's not what makes you happy and fulfills you, you don't have to worry about trying to be a part of it, trying to be accepted by somebody, being validated by anyone. That just do what makes you happy, do what's comfortable for you, and you know wrong and right. We know sometimes, and it's like just do what makes you happy.
Thank you for watching A Wise Way. Subscribe to stay updated, share to pass the knowledge, or view our other videos on the left.